Hello and welcome. My name's Julie Nolan. I'm the Assistant State Director and the Mat-Su Regional Director for the Alaska Small Business Development Center. This presentation was made possible by generous support from Wells Fargo Bank and 360 North. The Alaska Small Business Development Center is funded in part through a cooperative agreement with the U.S. Small Business Administration. Today we will be reviewing part 3 of a 5-part series of the workshops developed by the Alaska Small Business Development Center to cover the 5 stages of the small business life cycle. Those 5 stages include think, launch, grow, reinvent, and exit. So the think stage is when you haven't started your business yet, you're still thinking about it. The launch stage is generally the first year or 2 you're in business. Today we're focusing on the growth stage. The growth stage is the point in your business where you have an opportunity to make some changes and increase your sales and volume. Then we move into the reinvent stage. This is when your business has opportunities to make significant changes in the overall business structure. And then finally is the exit stage. This is when you're ready to transition out of your business. Again, today's presentation focuses on the growth stage. So let's get started. In some of the slides, you'll notice icons in the bottom right-hand corner. These icons are a reminder that you can find more information on this particular topic by visiting our website, aksbdc.org. So the topics we will cover today include planning to grow, the growth plan, your team, increasing your market, and the financial plan. So we start with the business plan. Many of you may have written a business plan when you started your business or right before you started your business. Maybe some of you have never written a business plan, but that's okay. It's never too late to write a business plan. If you do have a plan sitting on a shelf somewhere, it's time to dust it off and make some revisions. Growing your business will change a lot of things in your business, and the best way to become prepared for that is to revise your business plan. So a business plan includes 2 primary sections, the narrative and the financial portion. The business plan really provides you with a roadmap for the future growth of your business, and it allows you to plan out all of the details and what it will cost to implement each of the items that you want to see change within your business. At the Alaska Small Business Development Center, we always recommend starting with the numbers. The numbers don't lie. So pencil out your changes, come up with your anticipated sales projections, come up with your anticipated changes within your monthly budget and within your salaries for employees. And then, if it pencils out, go back to the narrative portion and do your research to really detail how that's all going to look on paper. It's always a great idea to go through this exercise with pencil and paper before implementing it in real life within your business. At our website, we do have several tools that can assist with your business plan development. We have a business plan outline, a business plan cheat sheet, and of course, our financial model. The financial model is an integrated Excel spreadsheet that allows you to crunch all of the numbers in one simple format. Again, you can find all of that at aksbdc.org. So, let's look at your growth plan. Growth can take some time, and inevitably, it always costs some money. Understanding where you are today and examining your current levels of efficiency is a really great place to look towards where you want to be once you do make the changes to grow your business. At the SBDC, we have a great tool called Profit Sense. Profit Sense is a software tool that we subscribe to, which allows us to input some of your current financial information and provide you with an industry benchmark. We basically create what we call a ratio scorecard for your business. The ratio scorecard allows you to compare your business to itself year to year to determine your current levels of efficiency and track how your efficiency has changed from year to year. Once we've done that, we can also run that profit sense report to get an industry benchmark. The industry benchmark provides us with information on how other businesses in your field are operating. This is a fabulous tool in helping you compare yourself to yourself and compare yourself to the industry, which will tell you a lot about how efficiently you're running your business. Another great tool we offer at the SBDC is called Profit Mastery. Profit Mastery is a high-level financial management course that we offer in person through our regional centers. A combination of both Profit Mastery and Profit Sense can really be fabulous tools in helping you get to where you need to be in order to make changes to grow your business. Growth is great, right? Well, of course it is. But remember, growth costs money. So where are we going to come up with that money? Has our business been successful in saving up a nest egg to help prepare for future growth? Maybe, maybe not. But the first step is figuring out exactly what we think that growth will cost, and then determining how we can pay for it. So let's look at some of these potential increases. Some expenses that you may be facing, which will possibly increase, probably increase, with the growth of your business, could include some of the assets like your equipment. Are you operating at full capacity, or do you need more equipment to get the job done to keep up with the new sales that you may be facing in your business? Then we look at some of your infrastructure needs. Do you have enough space? Are you already at maximum capacity, or are you able to continue to grow within your current location? So you may be looking at some rent increases, which of course also relate to utility increases. Insurance may increase as well, especially if you're increasing staff. If you need more staff to keep up with the growth in your business, inevitably you're going to be paying more in workman's comp. And there may be some additional liability insurance and possibly other insurance increases as well. If you're an inventory-based business, then obviously you need to plan to have plenty of stock on hand, and that costs money too. And growing your business is great as long as you can reach the customers and let them know about your growth plans, and that equals additional marketing. So we've talked about some of the certain fixed increases in your business. Now let's look at your potential staffing needs as your business changes and grows. It may take some time to reach this potential growth, so you may be able to ramp up slowly, or maybe your business has just faced an amazing opportunity that's too difficult to pass up, and you need to make some changes quickly. Well, increasing staff can be a bit of a challenge. We like to start with looking at your current staffing levels and determining if the staff you have on hand is the right team to now meet the needs of your changing business. If so, are you going to make some internal promotions and let people grow with the business and move up the ladder? Or maybe you come to realize that you really need a better team, a stronger team, or a more efficient team. So we look at analyzing the staff as a whole, figuring out how you can move some of your existing employees around, and looking at hiring some new people and figuring out how those people will work into these pieces of the puzzle. So it may be a good time to revise those job descriptions. Also looking at your employee handbooks and making any necessary revisions there, and your policy and procedures manuals. These are all very helpful when it comes to bringing on new staff so that they can understand the expectations and the company culture that you've established. Can also help your existing staff understand what they can expect in the future as your business faces some change ahead of them. So what kind of staff expectations do you have in place? And is there a plan for attracting new personnel? If not, let's start researching some of these ideas. What's the going rate for some of your positions that you're looking to hire? Maybe you need to do some salary surveys and do some searching online to figure out what a competitive rate is to pay your employees. Are you offering your employees benefits or some kind of incentive plan? If not, maybe now's the time to think about that if you can afford it. And again, trying to move employees within your organization to allow them the opportunity to grow and be promoted. If they're good people, you want to keep them on board. So if it does come to the point that you're looking to attract some new staff, where do we go to find these people? That can be challenging. There are plenty of job websites out there, but sometimes those can be great, sometimes they can be a little bit tricky with the unknown. So it oftentimes takes a lot of filtering and a lot of interviewing to determine who is really the right person for your job and your position in your company. College and university campuses can be a great place to attract new personnel. Employment agencies can be nice because they can take care of a lot of that filtering for you. And then, of course, there's the old-fashioned classified ads in the newspaper or on certain websites. There's a lot of opportunities available. But remember, have patience and take the time you need to find the right people to fill those positions rather than just finding warm bodies to simply meet the needs of the growth of the business. You want to have them around for the long haul, so take the time and invest that time into building the right team for your business. Now let's take a look at increasing our market. Growing your business may mean reaching larger audiences, different audiences, more diverse audiences. So we need to figure out what our potential is for growth and then figure out who we're trying to attract and how we're going to go about attracting those people. What is our potential for growth? What's our market size? Are we currently just trying to work within our local community and now we're looking to expand that to maybe be a broader reach within our local region? Maybe we're looking to have a statewide reach. Maybe we're looking at a global reach. And today with the internet, it's easy to reach that global market in theory. But getting there is a different story. That takes good marketing, and we'll talk about that in just a couple minutes. In developing your growth plan, you want to consider if you're trying to expand on the services that your customers have currently come to know, or maybe you're introducing a whole new product line and you're trying to reach a new group of customers. In any case, we do have some tools available at the SBDC to help you do this research and make these determinations. That tool is called IBIS World. IBIS World delivers an incredibly detailed report that helps us understand our market size, our competition, business plan drafting ideas, and benchmarking goals and forecasts for what we would like to achieve within our future growth plan. So getting there takes a little bit of work, doesn't it? I talked about that business plan a few minutes ago. Now let's talk about the marketing plan. The marketing plan can be included within your business plan, or it can be a standalone document. Usually the business plan will include some bit of marketing information. How detailed you want to make that is really up to you and the needs within your business. Reassess your primary target market and possibly your secondary target market. If you're introducing a new product line, well, are your customers going to change? Is your primary target changing? If so, who are those people? We need to profile that target market so that we can make sure that we're attracting the right customers and marketing to that specific market group. So we look at things like their age, their gender, their special interests. This combination of factors helps us determine who we're trying to reach. Once we know who those people are, then we can have a better idea of what our plan will be to try to talk to those people and let them know that you exist. Setting goals for your marketing plan is very helpful because you want to see a return on your investment. Marketing is expensive and it can take some time to build your market. So by trying to track your target, by trying to track your referrals through your customers, it can help you determine what your best marketing strategies are. One simple way of tracking customers is just asking, how did you hear about us? If they tell you that they heard about you through a particular ad or a particular advertising opportunity, that helps you determine what your future marketing opportunities will be and where your money is best spent when it comes to marketing. Stick with what's working. And by setting goals, this will allow you to try to track those referrals and hopefully achieve that return on your investment. Always try to be realistic when it comes to your marketing efforts and know how much money you have to spend and what your marketing options are. Coming up with that budget is, again, part of the business plan exercise. So finally, let's take a look at our financial plan. What are your anticipated sales, profits, and cash flow based on your expansion plans? Getting to your break-even point is very important. You may already have an idea of what your break-even point is based on your current levels of efficiency and how your business is currently operating. Go back to that exercise that you did in the think or the launch stages of your business to try to reassess your break-even point. Remember, break-even means that you're paying your bills, but you haven't generated a profit. So our goal really is never to break even. It's always to far exceed our break-even point, which means we have some profit and some money in the bank, hopefully. At our website, we do have a tool available called the Breakeven Worksheet, and you can find that at aksbdc.org. Again, by reaching that break-even point or knowing what your goal is for break-even will allow you to determine how much it's going to cost you, how much you're going to have to earn to hit those goals based on your growth plan so that you know how much sales you need to earn so that you can start generating that profit that you're hoping for. Again, it's always important to be realistic when working on any financials. You're only fooling yourself if you're setting your sights way too high or sometimes way too low. So if you've determined your break-even point and you have also determined that maybe your expenses are going to rise, can you afford these changes and these increased expenses? If not, what are your options? You may have needed a loan to start your business, but maybe not. Maybe you were able to do it all out of pocket. So maybe now is the time to go to the bank and look at getting a business loan or maybe a line of credit. There are lots of options when it comes to financing your business. A few of them we'll talk about today include owner investment. This is, of course, investing your own money, not the business's money. This is your own money out of savings that you're willing to put into the business to try to help you grow. Friends or family, that can sometimes be a great source of funding, sometimes not, depending on who your friends and family are. Investors, if you've been in business for a while, maybe now is a good time to look at attracting investors. You have a track record. You have proven financials that you can base your business plan off of and your growth plan off of. And if those financials look good, you may look attractive to an investor. Credit cards are one way to also look at financing options. Of course, credit cards are usually they usually come with a high percentage of interest, but sometimes that's one of your only options. A small business loan, we talked about this a moment ago. A small business loan may be the right option for you now. Talk to your local bank. Bring your current financials. Be prepared to bring 3 years of profit and loss statements, 3 years of balance sheets, and 3 years of taxes. If your numbers look good and you have a great business plan to back up your growth plan, you might be a good candidate for a small business loan. Crowdfunding. This is a relatively new source of financing small businesses. There are several more popular websites available to help you basically pitch your idea out to a global audience using the internet and creating a short video to help pitch your idea. And then finally, grants. There's a lot of misconception surrounding small business grants. The truth is there really aren't very many options for small business grants for for-profit businesses. There are grants available for quite a few nonprofit businesses and some select industries of for-profit businesses. But be very careful when researching grants. There's a lot of websites out there promising grants, and a lot of those are scams. When it comes to researching grants, my best advice to you is always look at websites that end in .gov. Grants.gov, for example, is one good resource for researching small business grants. So, in conclusion, today we've discussed several important topics regarding the grow stage of the small business life cycle. Again, this is part 3 of a 5-part series which will dig deeper into each of the 5 stages of the small business life cycle. I wish you the very best of luck in your journey in growing your business. Please remember to visit our website to get more information, to look at our tools section and downloads, and to look at the workshops that we offer at the Small Business Development Center. We also offer free one-on-one confidential business advising. And if you're looking to grow your business, one of our local, knowledgeable business advisors is waiting to work with you. Our website is aksbdc.org. And again, this presentation was made possible by generous support from Wells Fargo Bank and 360 North.